Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. How are you guys on today? Guess what time it is? It is story time with Miss Doris. I'm so excited. I have an awesome story for us on today. But before we get started with our story, I would like to greet everyone all over the world. I would like to say hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some good night. Someone is going to bed somewhere in the world, but guess what? You are just in time for story time with Miss Doris. Shout outs to all of you out there in Storytime land and to our new followers that started following Storytime and Storytime with Miss Doris. Hello and welcome to Storytime with Miss Doris. I'm so excited to be reading you your first live story on today. Hello, Shakana. Hello, Shaquavia. How are you on today? I hope you're having an awesome day on today. Well, today's story we're going to be reading is a Disney book, and it's the Jungle Book. The Jungle Book. And guess what? I know you can guess what today's color is. Miss Doris is wearing that color. I'll give you guys a second to think of the color in which we are having on today. The color we are doing on today. Today's color is going to be, well, if you guess the color blue, you are correct. Today's color is the color blue. The color blue. Miss Doris is wearing the color blue. Well, guys, let's do that story time song before we get to our story. Remember, make sure you are practicing safety first. There goes that song. It's story time, and I'm so excited to be reading you your live story on today. Make sure you're practicing safety first. It's story time. It's story time, and I'm so excited to read to you, sing to you, tell you all just what to do. Sing to you, tell you all just... Shakana, are you singing really loud? You and Mom. I bet you are. Let's see if I can hear you. Hello, Shakana, Shaquavia. Hello, Amelia. Hello, Harmony, Tanelia. Hello, Royce. How are you on today? Hello, Eliza. Eliza got her ears pierced on today. Hello, my princess, little baby lamb. How are you on today? Hello, Amelia. Hello, Sir Mario. Sir Mario, how are you? Shout out, special birthday shout outs to Jason and Janila, my niece and my nephew that celebrated their birthdays on this past weekend. Happy birthday to you. My sister did an awesome job in the decorations and everything for you guys' birthday. Happy birthday to you and to all of you that are celebrating their birthday on today. Well, enough with me talking, guys. Go ahead on, have a seat while Miss Doris read you a live story on today. The Jungle Book. The Jungle Book. Deep in the jungle, Bahara the panther was out hunting. He discovered a baby tucked inside a shipwrecked boat. Why? It's a man cub, he thought. This little chap needs food and a mother's care. Perhaps Mother Wolf will look after him. Mother Wolf agreed to help. They named the man cub Mowgli, and he grew up safe and happy in the jungle. Mowgli loved being a wolf pup, but everything changed when Mowgli was 10 years old. Shere Khan, the man-eating tiger, heard about the man cub and came searching for him. The wolves held an urgent meeting to discuss Mowgli's future. They agreed that Bahara should take the boy to the man village where he will be safe. The next morning, Bahari and Mowgli set off to their long journey. Mowgli was angry and upset. He didn't understand why he had to leave the jungle. It was his home. When darkness fell, Bahari and Mowgli settled down to sleep in a tree nearby. Kai and the snake was hiding in some leaves. Kai slithered toward the man cub. Kai's shiny yellow eyes seemed to have a magic power on Mowgli. The boy sank into a deep trance. Cal slowly would wound himself around Mowgli, ready to swallow him up. Suddenly, Bahari woke up and sprang at Kaya. He gave the snake a terrible blow and sent him slithering away into the jungle. At dawn, Mowgli ran off. Bahari caught up with him and wanted to continue toward the man village, but Mowgli wouldn't go. He grabbed hold of a tree trunk and held on really tightly. This made Bahari very cross, and he ran off, leaving the man cub all alone. But not for long. Mowgli met a friendly bear named Bilo. Well now, what do we have here? Bilo asked. Mowgli introduced himself. He told Bilo how he wanted to stay in the jungle. Well, Little Britches, said Bilo, I'm going to show you. Bilo enjoyed teaching his new friend about the bare necessities of life. Soon Mowgli could fight like a bear, growl like a bear, and even scratch like a bear. There goes those nanas. I love nanas. Later that afternoon, Mowgli and Bilo waded into the river to keep cool. As they floated along, Mowgli sat on Bilo's tummy, and the big bear fell asleep. Monkeys were watching from the trees. They swung down and grabbed the man cub. Hey, let me go, Mowgli shouted. Bilo woke up with a jump, but it was too late. The monkeys were already carrying Mowgli's off to the ruined temple where they lived. Uh-oh, Mowgli, it's gonna be okay. You'll see. Storytime with Miss. At the ruined temple, Maui, king of the apes, offered to help Mowgli stay in the jungle. In return, he wanted the secret of the man's red fire. Meanwhile, Bahari had heard Mowgli's cries. He found Bilo, who explained what had happened. The two planned to rescue Mowgli. King Louis declared that they should have a great feast and dance in honor of Mowgli. Mowgli's feet began to tap to the music, and he joined the fun, just as Bilo and Bahari had reached the temple. Storytime. Who is this Lady Ape, Bilo? King Louis rushed over to ask the Lady Ape to dance, but as Bilo danced, his disguise began to fall off. The monkeys realized they had been tricked, and the ruckus began. Bahari rushed over to help Bilo knock down the part of the temple. they grabbed Mowgli and ran safety to the jungle. The main cub must go back to the man village. Bahara insisted the jungle is not a place for him, but the next morning Mowgli ran off again. Bahara insisted they would have to find Mowgli before Shere Khan did, not knowing that Shere Khan was close by listening. Shere Khan caught Mowgli's scent. He found him and leaped at him, and then jolted to a stop. Baloo had caught him by the tail. Shere Khan roared with rage and flipped Baloo over his head. The bear hit the ground with a great thud. Suddenly lightning struck a nearby tree and it burst into flames. Shere Khan was terrified of fire. Mowgli picked up a burning branch and tied it to the tiger's tail. Shere Khan screamed and fled into the jungle, never to be seen again. Mowgli ran over to Baloo, who was lying very, very still. "Baloo, Baloo, get up, get up," Mowgli cried. "Oh no, Baloo, oh no." Was Baloo dead? No, Baloo sat up and rubbed his eyes. Mowgli laughed and threw his arms around the big bear's neck. A short time later, when the three friends had reached the man village, they heard singing. A young girl was fetching water at the river. She turned and smiled, and Mowgli shyly smiled back. Then he picked up the girl's water jug and followed her. Just before Mowgli entered the village, he turned to smile at his old friends. "Mowgli is where he belongs," said Bahara. "Come on," said Baloo. "Let's get back to where we belong." As the sun set, the two friends headed back toward the jungle, singing and dancing happily. The end. That was an awesome, awesome story. I enjoyed reading you guys a story on today. The Jungle Book. I enjoy reading you guys a story on today. Well, guys, remember, if you're not feeling well, always, always let someone know that you're not feeling well, and they will take really, really, really good care of you when you're out and about and playing with your favorite toy, or you didn't have a snack, or you're having pizza or popcorn. Make sure you are washing and sanitizing your hands at all times. We don't want you guys getting sick. I want you well for the summer. We want you well for the summer. And for those of you that are going out, and remember, we're still practicing safe in some establishments. So if you go to an establishment, or Burger King, or IHOP, or Olive Garden, or Pizza Hut, or Domino's, if they have the sign that says it's imperative that you wear your mask, make sure you guys are wearing your mask. Don't take your mask off unless someone tells you to. Make sure you're practicing safety, safety first. Oh, and I forgot, I want to do another birthday shout out to my great nephew Jadon. He turned 1 year old on today. Happy birthday to you, my little handsome. Well, guys, I enjoyed reading you a story on today. Don't forget, today's color was the color blue. Today's color was the color blue, and it's also as well the color of our book. Take care, guys. Remember, if you're not smiling on today, I hope once you see Miss Doris' smile at Storytime that you are smiling Take care. Have an awesome, awesome day. Enjoy your evening. See you on tomorrow.